Around 1,200 people gathered at Monona Terrace Community and Convention Center for the sold-out 71st annual Chamber Dinner. The dinner is focused on Madison's future. Madison is expected to grow by 300,000 people by 2050. Attendees were asked to envision the future of the city and of the values of residents.
It's really important that we're all together, that we gather together, that we connect with one another, that we're building new relationships, but also strengthening the existing ones. You know, even though we're growing a lot, we're still a city that it's easy to connect into and to help stay local.
The dinner is the largest business event in Greater Madison. The keynote speaker was Jonah Berger, who sold more than 1 million copies of his best-selling books in 35 countries.